can't see a thing.
Go on, Rita, baby. Now that sounds really groovy. I tell you what, let's sing. Well, his eyes do see bricks safe and sound. After all he's been around, and in my view he should be crowned the king of limbo. Well, he's had his ups and he's had his downs. He's had his smiles and he's had his frowns. But I still say he should be crowned the king of limbo.
What more can a poor boy do? Working for the likes of me and you. What more can a poor boy say? But I could use your help in any way.
He took his courage to the brink. If it were me, I would turn to drink. Well, that's the reason I think he should be the king of limbo. Yeah, he had to visit enough sins, but at least he kept his leggy limbs. I think that we should be crowning him the king of limbo. Take it away with you, baby. That's cool.
What more can a poor boy do? Working for the likes of me and you. What more can a poor boy say? But I could use your help in any way. We've all had fun, you must agree. Even though interactively, but now we feel that Brick should be the king of limbo. I do up, I do be do up, I do up, I do be do up, I do up, I do be do up, the king of limbo. I do up, I do be do up, I do up, I do be do up, I do up, I do be do up, king of limbo.
Good evening, gentlemen. Welcome. Today is a magnificent day. Do you know why today is a magnificent day, dear viewers? I'll see if anyone knows. Oh, well, I mean, I kind of gave it away by the title of the fucking stream. I'm so happy. I've transcended beyond mortal desires, pleasures of the flesh, monetary means. Today is a good day. Today is probably one of those defining days of my life that on my deathbed I will remember as all the good parts of my life flash before me, before an eternity of watching the bad parts on loop over and over and over again. Isn't that right, Max? What do you have to say for yourself?
Excited for Gears and Halo, yeah. And I guess Call of Duty a bit.
Okay, I'm permabanning you from my life.
Okay,
He
anyway.
doesn't celebrate Spyro like the heathen he is. Then you
You're
shall
not a big,
suffer.
super big Spyro fan like you are, so...
Well, that's just because you haven't played it yet.
No, I played the first one.
You
started playing it.
He does this to me every year. I played Into the Matrix, actually. I played Everything or Nothing, actually. Today it's I played Spyro. I don't care anymore. I don't want to be alive. He does this to me every fucking time. So I was actually late to my stream. So everyone in the chat is giving me shit. Viff is over here talking about MAGA leaky boobies. And, Narg, is there anything that you do like, man? Here we go. I like Mawile ovaries. I hate my life. You know, why doesn't Ash play this series? Hold on a minute. Legitimately, though, why doesn't she play Spyro? Oh, no, he's gonna give me a list. I'm sorry. No, don't give me a list. I'm putting my chat in emote only mode, just to escape this hell that I have already dug myself into. And you might say, wow, it's my fault. I asked for this, I provoked him. You know, I poked the bear and I paid the price. But I don't care.
Yep,
Did I hear
Gears
that
of
this
War.
new Spyro is actually a sequel to Spyro: A Hero's Tale from 2004? I haven't seen, like, definitive proof of that, but I've seen people kick that around, that it looks like Red's coming back. I don't know if the scavs are directly from Spyro 4, though, or Spyro: Hero's Tale. What's that, Max?
Gears of War E-Day is a Xbox console exclusive. IGN Daily fixed. Yeah.
Yeah, by that they just mean that it's only coming to console. Or Xbox, sorry. Dude, I will take any Spyro anything. Like, I want Toys for Bob to do so many things with this series, it's not even funny. Whatever they want to do, I am totally down for it. I want them to do it. I want Activision to greenlight it. Give them a smaller budget. Don't give them $1 billion. You know, just let them work, let them cook, let them do their stuff. So I'm not going to lose my mind. I am so thrilled. Because the game on DS called Shadow Legacy ends with an unresolved plot. And the idea, and this new game might continue that idea. I played Shadow Legacy, but I didn't like it. Hey, listen, I'm all for it. I'm also for them remaking some of the older games. I know that, you know, remakes are kind of a, you know, one of those contentious topics a little bit. Because people argue, well, why not get a new game? I would totally be down for a remake of the GBA Spyros or something, man. Because I think they're really fun. They're really good. The problem is that you have to kind of get into it. Shadow Legacy is definitely the one I played the least of because that was when I was like 11, so I kind of stopped at that point. I wasn't really playing a lot of the same games that I played when I was a kid. Yeah, no, I was so happy today, man. Like when they announce a game series like Pikmin or Metroid or Star Fox or Spyro, a little bit of Crash. I wasn't the biggest Crash fan. I'm just so happy, man. I was genuinely just so happy today. I'm sure it'll have normal gameplay. I know a lot of people were like, oh, it seems like it's just going to be, you know, flight only. I don't think it'll be flight only. I think it'll have maybe like flight specific. They say it's like open world flight. I don't know. Maybe they'll put like restrictions on it, like Lost Song or something, which is quite the fucking reference, honestly. And I don't know. Like, that's why I'm not... Do you think they'll ever return to the Legend of Spyro continuity? No, I think that's done. I think the Legend of Spyro was made in a distinct era, and to be fair, I wasn't the biggest fan of it, honestly. I didn't really... Oh, hi. I didn't really like the Legend of Spyro that much. I wouldn't be torn up if they didn't. Like, Dawn of the Dragon was fun because you actually had, like, all the elements and all the powers and stuff, but I didn't really like the almost mandatory, like, romance in it. Again, I'm not a romance fan. It's very rare that I enjoy that. Oh, shit. What I do hope they do is they make more platformers. I think that Microsoft could nail this. Like 100%. Like, why are they not making more platformers, actually, is an even better question. You know? I think that's such an underutilized, undercapitalized genre, and they need to absolutely take advantage of it more with more games. Like, since they own Activision, like, I've been saying this for years, get some Crash going, get some Banjo, get some Spyro. Since Nintendo won't do it, like, you might as well just have, like, low-budget platformers. Like, assholes like me have been waiting the better part of our lives for this moment. You know how much money I would spend on Spyro? I'm buying every version of it, dude. Come on. There you go. I love how it magnetizes onto the thing. That's very nice. Some people do like Legend of Spyro. I think that what they should do is merge the more action-oriented points into it. And I think they should also merge more story. I think that it should be like a little bit of a classic blend of Spyro gameplay. I think Legend of Spyro did a good job of having like a defined story. I just wasn't a fan of like the very linearized gameplay. I like collectathons. I would prefer the melee combat also be, and I thought that was kind of cool, even if it was a little samey. Adding a little bit of that could be like a good refresher to the formula. Yeah, Ash, why are you not a Spyro fan? I missed a great Xbox thing? Yes, you did. It was absolutely amazing. You could have fooled me years ago saying Xbox would outdo Sony, but here we are. This is the wacky timeline I live in. While they're more concerned with the stupid God of War game, Xbox is over here possibly making plays. Like, there were some random games I was kind of interested in, like Clockwork Revolution and a couple others. I have the list open, but yeah. You are a Spyro fan? Why do I not remember anyone saying this? What the fuck? Okay, never mind. She is a Spyro fan. Listen, you want to get more Spyro games? Please, guys. Like, you have to support them. And also, more than just support them, and not that we're a very, you know, vocal minority or not vocal minority. We gotta let them know, man. I'll just start tweeting at these dudes all day, every day. How the hell did I complete the level that fast? The linear gameplay might be a hardware limitation. Yeah, if they could have more classic open-ended stuff, that would be fine. I will say I prefer the classics to... Can you stray from this? No, you can't. Wait, can you? Oh, you can. Was that in the original? It might have been. I don't remember. I wasn't the biggest fan of the Legends series. I know they had like a bunch of real voice actors and stuff. I kind of like how cartoonish it was, but they did say that this will be a darker entry for what it's worth. We're basically going to be far from homing it, so. Okay. Oh, I missed a bunch of you, didn't I? Did you guys see Daniel Craig say that Bond movies had to become darker because of Austin Powers? Dude literally made Bond movies, or sorry, Austin Powers just got a massive aura bump because they're like, yeah, you know what? Actually, it's all that weird British dude's fault. That is like insane power aura from Austin Powers to be able to cripple the #1 spy series in the world. Just by shitposting and making lewd jokes. Couldn't be me, bro. Batman couldn't have gotten that one out of me. Just being honest. I don't think it's gonna be story driven. Yeah, I feel like it could be like this game. I think this game is pretty story driven, but you definitely know it takes a backseat, right? Like we're not going crazy with like plot lines and stuff. But I do like how Spyro 3, unlike 2, definitely has like a unified enemy. It's very straightforward in its presentation. And let's be fair, a lot of the major characters get introduced here besides Allura, who's like almost completely absent from this game. You have nothing to say about the Persona remasters? I mean, don't worry, plenty of people did. What's it called? It's been leaked to high hell that there's a Persona 4 remaster. At this point, they almost should have just played into the meme because everyone was speaking about it. Voice actors were saying they were working on it. Basically, Atlas is the last person to let you know there's a Persona remaster. Because that got leaked to high hell, man. For what it's worth. Why don't you think it's possible Legends of Spyro to get remastered and make more games? I think Toys for Bob specifically wants to focus on that classic era of Spyro. Now, maybe later on down the line they might, but I think distinctly they want to make more games in the image of the original PS1 games. That doesn't mean that it's not loved or it's not good, even though it's not my speed of game. I just think that that's their priority right now, is that they want to create more games in Spyro's image first that were like the original style of games and not like the changed versions that came later. I think it's possible, but I think that, I don't know, maybe they have the sales numbers, maybe the Legends series didn't sell as well, right? Maybe they're a little worried that if they mess with the formula too much, it might not appeal to people the same. So I have no idea. I personally cannot tell you that. It just seems to me, based on what they've said and, you know, so far what they've done with not only Spyro but Crash, they're basically just almost like big fans of the originals, and that seems to be their driving motivation behind how they make the games the way they make them. And I mean, like, I get if you're like a big fan of, you know, the Legend of Spyro games, that kind of might be a little bit of a bummer, but, you know, it's just them going back to their classic roots before anything else. Listen, in a perfect world, I would love for y'all to get yours and we get ours and we all just have fun together. I just think that they see the original as being more true to form. Maybe they've spoken about this, I don't know, but that's what it seems like to me. I'm catching up on Genshin. Do you think they're... Okay, that was the most nard comment Ash has ever made. It's okay. We all have to diversify our portfolio. They're not just focuses on Spyro 1, 2, and 3, but 4 and 5 since it's the same series. Yeah, well, it's like a different continuity, right? So I think that's why. Unless you meant like Enter the Dragonfly and A Hero's Tale. I mean, I think people try to forget that Enter the Dragonfly exists because it's just so bad. It's notoriously like Sonic 06 levels of bad. What the hell? Oh yeah, that's the achievement. The achievements in Spyro 3 are actually a lot easier than the achievements in Spyro 2. Spyro 2 has a couple of harder ones. Yeah, when I was a kid, I always forgot to come down here. You gotta actually backtrack. It wasn't until I started playing Resident Evil like a couple years later that I really understood like the importance of backtracking.
I was captured.
Where's our boy? Yeah, I really hope it does acknowledge Hero's Tale. Like, I don't want him to just not exist. Listen, I would be totally down for like a true remake of Hero's Tale. And definitely Into the Dragonfly, because having played Into the Dragonfly just a couple of years ago, one of the things I liked about it the most is that Into the Dragonfly actually feels like a true to the original Spyro game. You know, it's just too short. It has one world, maybe like 4 levels, and a speedway, I think. It's way too short, and it does not do enough, but it is like a classic Spyro game in that sense. And I think that that alone is like admirable. I think that's awesome, to be completely honest. I love that. But there's like new enemies called scavs, which I don't know what that's going to be about. Obviously, they barely showed anything, right? The whole trailer is like a minute 40 seconds. But given that the game is coming out, what, in like 9 months? You have to imagine that most of it's just going to be probably this engine, right? And then they're just going to add new stuff. So like it's probably, you know, knock on wood, fingers crossed, more or less going to be done soon. Right? And then maybe they'll just QA it for a couple months and then we'll be good to go. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think that this game is... At least, and, you know, that's the best part about the Xbox showcase. They didn't show off a ton of games that aren't going to be out for 50 years. They showed off a bunch of games that will be out in the near immediate future versus, oh, here's a game that may not come out till 2030. It's like, okay, well, I might be dead in 2030. I might be dead in 2028. So I like that a lot. That to me was the best part about it. I wonder why Crash always made a singular continuity, but Spyro needs a reboot series darker. Because Crash, I just think they just like Crash being silly and stupid. It also was 2 different teams originally, to be fair. Oh, whoops. Crash was 2 different was another team. It was old Naughty Dog. Summer Spring. I thought Persona 4 looked okay. I mean, it's just they're remaking their classic games, but they won't touch 1, 2, and Innocent Sin. I wish they would, personally. Oh, I am so happy because of that Spyro game. I'm buying every single version of it. Dude, when it comes out, I'm spending $300 on it. Think about that. I'm going to buy it on Steam. I'm going to buy it on PS5. I'm going to buy it on Xbox. And I'm going to... And by the way, it's next gen. It's not on old gens. So it's just going to be out on new stuff. You know, so it's not like we're gonna have, it's gonna be brand new, man.
Spyro.
I am praying so hard for them not to fumble this. Crash never wants to re-release games after Crash Warped. Yeah, I wish they would, though, because some of them are actually really good. But yeah, that's unfortunately the Crash curse, basically. Spyro has a little bit more love for that. Crash is just kind of like, I mean, I'll be honest, they weren't really that great. Being just totally honest.
Now for the hook.
I just want Toys for Bob to make more Crash and Spyro. It's clearly what they're good at. It's a solid niche. Just don't give them $1 billion budgets, and I think it'll be fine. But, you know, whatever.
You'll know.
Alright, they hurt you here, right? Do they? No. There you go. You're such a loose woman when Corpo makes stuff you like. Yes, I support them making things I like. And I don't support them making things I hate. That's exactly how it should work. And if they did this my whole childhood, I wouldn't complain about stuff. The fact that they spent years making, you know, whatever games, throwaways. I mean, maybe Skylanders made money, but, you know, let's be fair here. It wasn't exactly true to Spyro. And I played Skylanders way the fuck back when, and I was like, this is not Spyro. And I just kind of moved on. I was like, this is a game with Spyro in it. It's not a, like, I'm sure all those characters are great. I just didn't care for any of them, and I was like, well, this is not Spyro, so I don't really care. Yes, I believe companies should make things that I want. And that not only I want, but a lot of people want. That's how business should work. Can you break this, by the way? Am I bugging? No, you can't. Narg has been here. So I think Midna's the best companion? Absolutely. But Narg and I think that for different reasons, obviously. I think Midna's the best companion because of the character development she has. Narg thinks it's the best because of the hentai he consumes, which puts us in 3 very different categories. Don't forget about Croc being overshadowed by Spyro. Yeah, there's a lot of platformers I wish would get that kind of modern day love. Like, obviously not all of them can get it, but I really wish that a lot of them could, you know? Like, Gex had its trilogy, but Gex has just never been the same, you know? Like, that's a little bit on another level, right? You did this, by the way. I love doing this. It's so stupid. Gold key. Rayman came back, although I prefer 3D Rayman games. Whatever, I can't... Again, let them make their stuff, right? The 30th anniversary for Rayman 2 is coming soon. So there's hope that maybe that'll do something. There's a lot of hopium today, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. After being jaded with the state of the industry for so long, it would be really, really nice. They're glitched, by the way. It would be really nice if this ends positively, unlike last time. You know, when 2006 came around, 2007, and everyone was like, we're bored with the same games, which I think is corporate espionage, but I digress. It would be nice if this didn't end the same way again. Now, maybe I'm just setting myself up for disappointment, but if you run the loop enough times, maybe something happens, you know? I don't know. You didn't like Rayman Raving Rabbids series to get remastered? No, because I have such a negative connotation and such a negative, mental state around Rayman Rabbids. I didn't grow up with Rabbids. I grew up with Rayman as a platformer, and Rabbids completely torpedoed this dude's whole career. So no, I actually do not like Rabbids. Could they be enemies in a game like they were originally supposed to be? Sure. But then Ubisoft used them to basically sell party games and killed Rayman off. So, you know, I would prefer if we just didn't do that.
Mario X Rabid.
Oh yeah, and that too, by the way. Good lord. Again, it's nothing... Well, no, it is personal against the Rabbids. Why was I about to lie to you? Of course it's personal. They kicked Rayman out of his own barbecue. Think about how evil that is. Alright. Nice. Who's your crawdaddy? Did I get everything? No, I did not. The rabbits survived as enemies in the DS and G... Yeah, but think about it. You have to play the DS and GBA versions. It's not the same, you know? It's not. What should have been a cool platformer with attitude instead became party games, and we forgot the guy that made the series popular. You know, I'm totally fine if they... because you know what was popular then? It was Minions. Minions was really popular at that point. Narg, I'm glad you're happy about Twilight Princess. It's my favorite Zelda game, too, for a different reason. Yeah, there was no way I wasn't going to stream Spyro today after news that good. I used to pray for days like this. Man. I'm not even just trying to meme, you know, oh, it's the meme, he said the meme about the thing and the basketball player and the... No, I used to pray for days like this, man. For games to come out that were like continuations of my childhood. I used to pray for this. And I hope we get remakes of everything. Man, I hope we get so much. I would love for remakes of all the other games. In the case of Enter the Dragonfly, it kind of has to become like a real game, right? That would be like a $10 game at best. More like a tech demo. Man, I'm so happy, dude. Like, the worst part is I have to wait. I don't have to wait very long, but I have to wait 9 months. You know, like, awful. I genuinely want to sleep until then. Okay, we have to bring tiki heads while killing Toucan Sam. I didn't like him anyway. This guy's an asshole. This is probably one of the most involved Sergeant Bird levels. The only thing that might suck is that they said that, you know, you're far from home. So, like, you're probably not going to have any of your old characters show up, which would be kind of unfortunate. I would like maybe one game where they're kind of around again, since, you know, let's be fair, we haven't seen them in story in so long. But, you know, let's get a new Spyro adventure. We'll see what happens, right? I'm not, you know, I'm not knocking anything. It's not like a Call of Duty game, right, where I could, you know, afford to be annoyed and picky. I gotta, you know, be grateful here. For all I know, we might literally never get another Spyro game. Watch, they're gonna want this to sell like $1 billion of copies. The rant I'm going to go on when they say this doesn't sell enough is just gonna get me permit off of everything. Did Nintendo announce anything new with Twilight Princess? No, Narg is just being a gooner. And I'm just indulging him because I want to replay Twilight Princess this year. Because I haven't played it in a long time. I haven't played Twilight Princess since I played the original HD remaster playthrough, so... At least not for the channel, and maybe at all. Like, I gotta start replaying all these games I love from my childhood at least once or twice a year. Like, a lot of them, honestly. And if Final Fantasy XIV has to be sacrificed to make it happen, then, probably fuck it. Don't care anymore. Okay. Could we get a Legend of Spyro Trilogy remaster in 2036 for Year of the Dragon? I mean, listen, you'll take it up with them. I'm not gonna say no. That would be awesome. They should do something in 2036 for the Year of the Dragon. There's, like, no reason not to at this. That's, like, free publicity. I mean, that's why this game exists almost, right? Wait, is that a head right here? No, it's an egg. It's a random egg here. Like, if I could tell you how happy I was playing this game when I was, like, 6. No, I think I was 5. Dude. Do you understand, like, that purple dragon set me up for life? Like, no joke. Like, I'm not just saying this for, like, you know, dramatization or anything. Like, that purple dragon seriously set up almost every expectation I have about video games for the rest of my life. It was so insane. I have been eternally disappointed by many games since. Was it square to drop on the original? I can't remember.
I'm playing a game of hide and seek with my...
There you go.
Take this egg,
Okay, at least they didn't make me redo it. I was scared for a second. They not announce anything in 2024? Yeah.
Well, that's never happened before.
It's kind of unfortunate, but whatever. Like, look, I'm all for Activision and, by extension, you know, Microsoft making a turnaround, man. Like, nobody wants any game studio to make bad games or to suffer. That's not how it is. I want them to make good games. I want them to try new things. Not everything's gonna work. But, you know, every so often, especially since there's a demand for this, right? Like, they could get people any hour of any day to, you know, go on a forum or something and talk about it, man. I've already said this. You know, like, in 500 words, explain how this game made you feel as a child and how you would feel if you had a new one. And then gauge opinions off of it, you know? I was kind of salty when they announced the Crash remakes before the Spyro remakes. Like, obviously Crash is bigger, but that didn't stop me from feeling a certain way, you know? Like, I did... I was, you know, sometimes you have that moment in your soul where you're just mad. I know it's bad. I knew it was a wrong feeling, and I was happy because I'm a Crash fan, but I still was like, at the time, we're not getting Spyro, are we? And we are. We are, man. Balan Wonderland is one of the worst platformers ever, made even worse than Sonic 06. See, I didn't play it, I just heard it wasn't good, so I just was like, okay, no interest has ever been formed on that for me, so... There you go. I like how you can move while he's talking. Does he go in the portal? Oh, no, okay. I thought he ran in the portal in the original. Yeah, but Enter the Dragonfly is, like, notoriously glitchy. So, I don't know. Like, Sonic 06 is bad, but Enter the Dragonfly, I don't know. Is it worse than 06? I have no idea what this dude's supposed to be, but he's holding Starbucks. I like that this level's music is literally just Sergeant Bird's theme again. Do you think they'll ever make Klonoa 3 since they remastered 1 and 2? That's also probably very low priority. For what it's worth, I mean, Spyro is just one of the bigger platformers that's not owned by Nintendo. So I don't know. I mean, like, I would like them to. I'm not a huge Klonoa fan, though. But yes, for the Klonoa fans, I would like them to. I just think it's a matter of budget, man. They just have to not spend $1 billion on the game. Like, if they just... You know, I think Klonoa fans, and hopefully, you know, smaller studio fans will accept, yeah, your game might not be super ray tracing new, but it'll be a new entry and you'll be able to play it. Like, I think that that would be like a reasonable compromise for the average person to make. Trust me, if you had to ask me between no ray tracing or ray tracing on the new Spyro, I don't care. I could be playing on a 1090, or sorry, a 5090 like I'm about to be, and I would not care. Or no, I think I have a 5070, I'm sorry. Not on this computer. This computer's old. I have a 3070. It's not bad. I mean, this is not, I'm not playing on PC anyway right now. My specs literally don't matter. This is one of the most unique levels in the entire trilogy, for anyone wondering, because this is one of the few levels where you could actually play as... I think it's the only level where you could play as one of Spyro's friends in the overworld. And so because of that, you actually kind of want to not play as Spyro in this. Oh my god, look at this dude. I don't think I've been excited for a game comeback in years. I mean, I know your likes are a little bit more narrow than mine, that's for sure.
I forgot I hid his egg and...
I wonder why Beyond Good and Evil 2 is never coming out. I think it's just in development hell. I think they put too much money in it to write it off at this point. But that is a good point. Like, there's so many other games that Ubisoft makes that they refuse to cancel. And then plenty of games that would have sold well that they did cancel. Oh, no, turn around. I might be screwed. Yeah, I'm dead. Okay, whatever. It's very unfortunate. I also just think it's been too long. I think that's the biggest problem with Beyond Good and Evil, is that they waited... You know, how many years has it been since the original game? Like... 23? I think at this point it's just kind of like, well, what are we supposed to do to save it? It's been 23 years since the original came out.
I'm ready to patrol the...
Okay, let's go. And I would love it too. Like if they had just released it in like 2010, like when they showed it off in, what was it, 2007, I think it wouldn't have been a big deal and people would have just accepted it. They could have, you know, made Beyond Good and Evil 2, called it a day, maybe make a new game like, you know, what they showed off like, what, a decade ago? Think about it. It's about to be 9 years since they revived it at that one E3. Like, at what point do they ever just make it again? It's just silliness. It's just Ubisoft having problems, as always, which is just tiring at this point. And you know, I'm just tired of Ubisoft especially is like wasted potential, because they seriously have some of the most interesting IPs, and then they just regularly do nothing with any of them. And I'm just like, dude, what are we talking about? Like, the only game that you've released in the last 2 years that was any good was Prince of Persia. And then you didn't promote it. I had to find out about Prince of Persia, The Lost Crown, by people on Twitter talking about how cool the combo system was. Once again, word of mouth beats out any marketing campaign. Dudes were like, wait a minute, Ubisoft might have cooked on this game. And I looked inside, I was like, dude, this is like one of the best Metroidvania games that will never get any credit ever. I was like, what are they talking? What does Ubisoft even do, man? They made that shit has some of the most intricate combos I've ever seen in a game of its caliber, and they didn't even advertise it. It's like they wanted it to fail. Which, spoiler alert, they probably did, honestly. But yeah, Jonathan, if you're wondering, I've played a bunch of other Spyro games on the channel. I actually have an not Enter the Dragonfly. I have a Hero's Tale playthrough going that I need to finish. So I'll probably get to that. I have to clear off some old videos. What I need to do is I need to drop the verdict on that Metroid Prime thing that I finished months ago, and I need to just drop it so I could delete all the Metroid Prime footage off my hard drive. What? Yeah, that's one of the weird... You think they should revive Tenchu? I thought they were making a new Tenchu game. No, sorry, that's Onimusha. Since these days we lack ninja games, I think we have plenty of ninja games, right?
You just had Ninja Gaiden 4.
Yeah, we just had Ninja Gaiden 4. I mean, I guess that's one game in fairness to the point. But yeah, like, I never played Tenchu. That's a PS2 game. I didn't have a PS2 until basically it was too
What was
late.
the other game? What was the other ninja game? The one about like the weird virus that happens and you play a ninja fighting against the viral creatures? Ninja Blade.
Nah, I've never played that.
Ooh, just ignore me while I go plant this charge, buddy.
What? Oh, okay. I was like, what? I didn't... I'm not ignoring you, I swear, man.
I'm just playing Space Marine.
Listen, man, I don't want anyone to say that there's not good games out now, man, because we have plenty of good games.
What?
I think that's actually my favorite part. Like, you know, we won multiplayer, we got Battlefield, and we're gonna have Gears again, and Gears E-Day looks sweet. I know I've been glazing Spyro this whole time, but, you know, we did glaze Gears a little bit earlier today. Gears E-Day was fucking cool. What was the chance Beautiful Joe can come back? Probably 0. The minds that made it aren't there anymore, which basically means it's probably not happening. I think Beautiful Joe is done. Maybe like a remaster, but I think the thing that a lot of people have to realize, and I really don't want to sound pompous because I got a Spyro game today, right? Like, this is going to sound so distasteful, but I swear as a fan of these games, I really mean it. And I was starting to have to accept this at some point with a lot of franchises I like. They might remaster it, that doesn't mean they'll make a sequel. I think that's the biggest thing that, unfortunately, it's the most bitter of pills to swallow. But it's also kind of truthful in a way, right? It's like, well, they'll make a sequel, but they might not make anything more than that, you know? Look, I'm not happy to say that. So, someone's gonna misinterpret that the wrong way. I know how the internet is, but like, there's a lot of games I like that get remasters, and that doesn't mean they'll ever get sequels. Or they'll get remakes that look nothing like the original. But Beautiful Joe's fun, but Beautiful Joe is like... It's not... It's like one of those games, you know? It's very niche. And that word gets thrown around as like a negative connotation, but what I really mean is that it's not really gonna be popular with a lot, man. I don't see it happening. I'm missing one of these dudes and I have no idea where it is. This is the flight path. The irony of having an infinite flight penguin is also not lost on me, by the way.
What is it? The third Senua game is just called Senua.
I hope they give it a title, man. I really don't like it when they have a game and it's just the name of the franchise. Like, because no one's going to call Sonic 06 Sonic the Hedgehog. That's not happening, man.
Well, no, I think the title of the franchise was, what was it? Hellblade?
I mean, sure, but like, I don't know, man. Did I kill it and not pick up a bone? Wait, you could... Wait, you could eat these as... What? What? Okay, that's not supposed to happen. That's a glitch. That shouldn't happen.
You're doing great.
I have no idea where it is. Oh, wait, you can spit? No, you can't. Yeah, he can't do that. What the fuck am I missing? I must have hit one of them and not picked up his bone. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Losing my mind. I love how it's just the same dude. Is he gonna do the floss again? The Fortnite floss? Yeah! The fucking air horns. Yeah, he does the backflips. Oh, I love it, man. God bless this series. I mean, if nothing else, if this is like a real sequel to like Enter the Dragonfly or Hero's Tale, I kind of hope they HD remaster them, but that probably won't happen. If that's not already prepped and ready, it's probably not happening.
I'm ready to patrol. I'll be here.
I'm off duty. Alright, we have a couple of things to do. You know what? Let's do this first. We have to help this dude's dog. I think this is a Metal Gear Solid reference, by the
I
way.
was playing catch with my pet wolf, Farley, but I accidentally threw his ball down this hole, and he went in after it. Now he's stuck down there, and I feel so helpless, sitting up here, listening to his steadily softening whimpers. Don't cry, Wolf. Never cry, Wolf.
That's so funny, man. Does Otacon say that line, or is that just the boy who cried wolf incarnate? I feel like Otacon says that, though. Isn't he, like, half in love with Sniper Wolf? I didn't pick up the ball, by the way.
No, wasn't he in love with Naomi?
No, that's why I thought it was Sniper Wolf.
I was playing catch with my pet wolf.
Okay. He was in Move. Yeah, he was in love with her, I told you.
Sniper Wolf or
Yeah, with
Naomi?
Sniper Wolf. Isn't there like a whole cutscene where he's like, oh, I don't remember, man. It's been too long.
Is this Metal Gear Solid 4?
No, this is Metal Gear Solid 1.
Oh.
You have to remember, like, 90% of the lore for Metal Gear happens, like, in 1. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
I
where,
thought
that's
you
why
were
he has
talking
the whole
about
can
4.
love bloom on the battlefield thing. Yeah, can love bloom on the battlefield. Basically, he has Stockholm syndrome. I'm sure that gets name dropped in the game. It's a Kojima game. You know he's gonna name drop all that, right? Like, this dude cuts no corners in his storytelling at all. In fact, he invents new corners to take up more time. That's the Kojima way. There you go. Like, I love this music, by the way. Spyro just has such unique music, man. And that's Copeland, and that's a lot of people, but it's so good, dude. Stuart Copeland is a genius, man. I would be a fundamentally different person today if it wasn't for Spyro, basically. I need you to get off of this. Oh, whoops. I may be stupid. Eating this ball must be the most disgusting thing Spyro has to do, ever. Yep, no worries, Narg. What a good day, man. I just wonder if they're gonna find a way to limit it, you know, like limit the flying. I think having levels where you could do open flight on every level might be a little bit much. I kind of hope we have a little bit of more classic stuff. I don't think it'll be flight only. I think that wouldn't be in the spirit of old Spyro, so.
You found Farley. How can I
have to see this guy, please.
Police. Okay. Actually, wait, I didn't
How
check
much you
to see
be
if
that
there's anything
person?
there. Huh?
Like, literally, just...
What a peak day. But yeah, I'm gonna continue working on increasing my gamer score. Like I said, that's kind of the biggest thing I'm working on currently. What I think will probably happen is I'm gonna play Resident Evil 2. Sorry, I'm gonna play Resident Evil 0 after this. 0 is not a game I'm gonna play as much, by far. Think it'll be like flying in AC? No, they already said it's permanent flight. They even showed that Spyro's like a little bit older than he was before, so, you know, when Jonathan says like, oh, this is kind of like Legend of Spyro, he's not wrong. Like, Spyro looks older, his wings are bigger, he's not like preteen anymore. So it's possible that our adventures are going to be a little bit more, I don't want to say like super mature like Jak and Daxter, but it is entirely possible that we won't be doing like, you know, more kiddie stuff any longer. For whatever that's worth. Now, you know, maybe that'll be good, maybe that'll be bad. If nothing else, I just want a Spyro game that's like a collectathon, has a couple new things. Let's reintroduce it, let's set the groundwork, you know, do some minimal marketing, don't go too hard. If anything, the lesson that we've learned over the last like week and a half is that too much marketing is actually a bad thing. In fact, word of mouth is sometimes the strongest power that there is. Why? Because I knew when Max told me about Obsession, to shill that movie again, and it did not pass Blair Witch Project. I was mistaken. It passed Paranormal Activity. That's what it passed. But Max, you know, posts a meme about it. Hell yeah, I went to go see it. That was awesome. And that was all Max is doing. And Max should take heart that he can convince me to go see a movie in such a manner. He's a wordsmith. He's a poet.
A wordsmith.
Yeah.
It's gonna take me like a year to get you to see freaking Mobile Suit Gundam Zeta.
Oh my lord, dude. What? Dude, everyone thinks I have like infinite time. Oh, you need to do 50 playthroughs, and then you need to do this. Like, yeah, I'll get to it, dude. I will watch Mobile Suit Gundam. whatever again.
We get to listen to you shit on Ko.
That's gonna be easy, bro. I can't wait to figure out who the hell Quest is. That's gonna be awesome.
Poor Ko just getting shit on the entire time
Yeah,
while
I'm
we're
sorry.
watching.
I didn't give a fuck about Ko, dude. That is the most generic I'm a protagonist for the OVA I've ever seen in my life. Like, I'm
I
sorry.
mean, he's supposed to be kind of like Amuro, naive
Yeah,
and
anyway. It's just, I don't like Amuro either, so it's kind of like whatever. Yeah, I'm a hater, so what? Char's better anyway. Char just looks cooler. I've always been drawn to the edgy anti-heroes, guys. Like, that's my archetype. Hiei, Vegeta, Uryu, although to be fair, Ichigo also kind of fits that role because Ichigo he's not like a typical shonen protag. I like that. I prefer that more than like, I'm just a good guy because reasons and stuff. What? Balloon Buster? Oh, okay. Destroy all the balloons in enchanted towers.
oh boy, if you ever watch Mobile Suit Gundam Wing, you'll probably like freaking Zex.
Okay, we have to leave. Alright.
If you ever watch Gundam Wing, you'll probably like Zex too. He's essentially one of the masked people for the Gundam
He
series.
says, get him to watch After War Gundam X.
Okay.
You know what? Actually, we should definitely, when I get the chance to. I actually haven't watched that one.
There's a Gundam series that you haven't watched?
I haven't watched After War Gundam X.
Okay.
I've been mostly trying to keep up with the Universal Century timeline. I mean, when I was younger, it was mostly like G Gundam because of Toonami. And Gundam Wing because of Toonami too.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, by the way, skateboarding was big, and it still is, but it was big. Like, Tony Hawk was a big thing. You could tell they really wanted to... Oops. They really wanted to try something, like, new and crazy in Spyro, man. Okay.
Now that was a 900. I have to admit, you got...
Score 500 points. Here we go. Gonna pull the nasty Nork off. Oop. I don't even remember how to do all the tricks. There you go.
Wow, you learn really fast. Well, then again, you are being...
Yeah, the nasty Nork is actually in the game, by the way, which is one of my favorite parts.
Practicing.
Is that it?
I think you're ready to try.
There you go. Compete
All
for
right.
points. 2 minutes to outpoint Hunter. Okay, anyway. Fuck. Anyway. Gee, I think I'm winning, guys. What do you think? I am so thrilled. I am thrilled to bits today happened, man. You have no idea. I mean, you do, but you also... This to me is like a prophecy being fulfilled, you know? Like...
All I'm saying is, Halo Studios gotta step up. Halo Studios, I think, needs a massive restructuring.
Yeah, right. That was not what I wanted. Yeah, Halo... The fact that Gears E-Day looks so clean and Halo can't get their shit together, I don't know what the Xbox lady is doing, man. I had my doubts, you know, oh, she's from Instacart, oh, it just seems like whatever, H1B, oh, just whatever, they just have someone else. I had my doubts, I have to say, so far, it seems like she's doing more like 80 to 90% of what she needs to do. And I think that that's like fucking really good. So I look, I'm willing to eat my fucking words, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. There you go, I got a Quint. I don't think Hunter can catch up, by the way. I think we're done. So good, dude. I literally used to pray like this. Or pray 4 days like this, excuse me. Close. so good. I actually almost could have cried at that announcement. I could have. And they knew exactly what kind of announcement they wanted to roll out with it, too. Running through a field, taking flight, I couldn't have done it better. I could not have done it. Is that it, by the way? What are we missing? One gem? Oh my god. Where? I was starting to hope that maybe someday AI would like let you create, you know, whatever you want. I was beginning to have like just this massive like desire for AI to do it. It was getting bad in my mind, dude. Really? Oh my god. Next level. I'm so happy. I hope everyone that watches this has a great day and a good evening and a good end to their week. And like this weekend was super fun, dude. Saw 2 good movies.
Oh, the Doom
played a lot of
DLC.
games. Oh yeah, and Doom is getting a good-looking DLC, which is cool. Yeah, and it's Tom Kenny. I forgot to mention it. It's Tom Kenny, man. Like, I always say that they should, you know, make sure that these dudes, if they're willing to voice act these characters, they can continue to do so for as long as they want to. Yeah, it's Tom Kenny. Oh, yeah. I don't know what happened to the guy that voiced Spyro in the original game. Maybe they just didn't ask him to come back. But he was good. But Tom Kenny definitely is... What the hell are you doing? Oh, my God. Ah! Okay. I'm pretty bad at that. Maybe we just shoot these guys, right? Yeah. If only the Pikmin remasters were, like, really, truly remasters. I don't know how many of y'all maybe play Pikmin, but the Pikmin remasters were kind of meh. Like, they're not bad by any measure. Like, they are good. They just didn't do a lot. Like, there's some quality of life that they definitely could have put in them that I wish that they did and they didn't. Afterwar is set in its own version of the UC timeline if the colony drop had gone full tilt. Says
Yeah. That's what I've apparently heard about this, yeah.
This is going to be the first time in my life I'm going to pre-order all 4 versions of the game. And like, look, just for anyone wondering, there was other stuff that they announced that I thought was good. It's just that that was the primary, like, winner for sure. Like, everything else was kind of moot after that. Tom Kenny is such a god, dude. I love his voice acting. Perfect SpongeBob. Perfect Spyro.
I think it's him who voices the 2 robots from... The 2 Autobots from Rise of the Fallen.
Yes.
That oh my
I think
God.
you mentioned that. We had a Transformers kick a while back. Speaking of which, that might be one of the last movies. Remember when we were like super big Transformers fans? We watched the Transformers movies. We were talking about, was it Transformers 1? How we're like, oh, this is a kid's movie, Max. Why the hell would I see this? Yo. Now, that's a movie where the marketing was fucked up, okay? Like, that movie needed better marketing, for sure. Embryo was voiced by Tom Kenny? Okay, well, Embryo isn't in a lot of games, so, like, for me, I'm not... He's only in, like, 1 and 2, right? Obviously, I've heard him as SpongeBob. That's like, one of my big Tom Kenny roles, or that I know him from, is SpongeBob and Spyro. Oh, Crash Bandicoot. No, that's not Embryo. That's it, we just go under. There's no egg down here? And we got 1, 2, and 4. Yeah, I'm a Warped boy. I played Warped more than any of the other two. So that's the one game he's not in, is Warped. And then obviously if you play Crash 4, I mean, let's be fair here. If you play Crash 4, you're kind of hardcore. That is not an easy game. Like, you know, we always talk about, like, oh, they yellow paintify every game. Dude, Crash 4 is fucking insane. It's like the most legitimate Kaizo run of any game I think I've ever seen. That feels like a mod that someone had, like, access to, like, source code to make. Crash 4 is so insanely difficult. And if you've ever played it, you know exactly what the hell I'm talking about. That game is nuts, man. The final level is like every mask back to back in this epic conclusion. I mean, like, and you gotta give it credit. I mean, it's fun, it's cool, it's different. But man, that shit is hard, dude. For what it's worth. I mean, like, you know, I'm not saying that's bad. I'm just saying, like, if you were like 10, that's probably one of those things you gotta get your older brother to do, I guess. I don't know. And therefore, there are like 300 boxes on most levels because that game is hard. They want that to be the ultimate Crash Bandicoot game in almost every way. And I mean, I would argue they set out to do it and they achieved it. I cannot imagine it takes a lot of money to make these games, guys. Like, I know, you know, someone could actually me and say, oh, well, you don't know the financials. But I genuinely can't imagine it takes a lot of money to make this. I'm just being honest. I think it's a complete Activision thing. And, like, if they're willing to change, man, I'm so happy. I'm so willing for this, dude. Now, like, we're never going to have, like, another Metroid-style announcement. Because Metroid's kind of, you know, it's active a little bit more. But what would be really cool is if F-Zero got a game. That would be, like, the next one to get a big game, I think. Because Rayman got a game, I was like, okay, you know, it's the Vince McMahon, right? Okay. Gears E-Day is looking fly. Alright, alright. Spyro. Oh, my lord. Just eyes rolling back in my skull, Vince McMahoning it.
Let me tell you what you're gonna do, okay? You're gonna make a new Spyro game. Yeah, it's gonna be fucking badass. And then I'm gonna shit on your head with Brock Lesnar.
Okay. Damn, I anti-aired the shit out of him. Nice. And if you look underneath the trailer, it's just people all happy. You know, you see a trailer for another big game, half the time it's like, oh god, why are they making this? Wow, this looks nothing like the original, right? I think the only thing that they could do to make this a perfect announcement would be to come out and say, like, listen, we see what you guys are saying. There's going to be traditional levels as well as, you know, pure flight levels. Okay, done. And Sparks is in it. But I thought Sparks was in the trailer anyway. I'm pretty sure I saw him in the trailer. So, like, I'm not... Well, I didn't blow up. I'm not, like, you know, losing my mind over Sparks not being in it.
Step right up, Spyro.
Oh, this is the ice dance. I'm really bad at this one. Right? Like, if I pull this up again... Oh, shit. Left 4 Dead 2? What? Oh, I'm on the wrong thing. Why do I have Left 4 Dead 2? I still have the window open, obviously. Because I was too happy. Gex coming back would be cool, but Gex is niche, man. You know, Gex is the definition of a parody series, you know? So Gex is like another story entirely.
I'm good, thank you.
Here. Rating pending. Probably T at most, right? Not that it
I
matters.
love how originally we heard Gears E-Day was gonna be multi-plat, was gonna be on PlayStation, and then they turned around and said, yeah, no.
Maybe there's like humans and stuff in this. So like, who could this be? That's why I think it's got to be a dragon, or it's got to be Red, because Red had a staff, And this looks very like draconic, right? Like this is, you know, the face spikes. This has to be someone new. This isn't Ripto, right? I don't want it to be Ripto either. I think Ripto should come back, but in like another game. And they even say a new evil rises and shows a bunch of chains and shit. But don't worry, it's Spyro. Oh, so good, dude. And yeah, he definitely does look older. I mean, just look at him. Relatively, right? Like, relatively. I just wonder what all this actually is. Such peak, dude. And I could have sworn that they had, like, Sparks somewhere in this trailer. I forget. He'll probably be in there somewhere. It wouldn't be a Spyro game without Sparks. That's kind of like SpongeBob and Patrick. I'm going to play Duke or that Duke DLC for Bulletstorm. Maybe I'll play the Bulletstorm DLC. Duke Nukem Forever? I don't even know if I could play it because it has nudity in it, right? I'm going to have to, like, put it... I'm going to have to put it on the other channel and censor it. There's a lot of games I want to play, guys, but I think I'm going to have to put them on, like, other channels or something. I don't know if I want to upload a lot of these games in 2026.
Tonight is my big ice dance performance. Will you... Thanks.
Oh, we don't get a custom camera this time? The Rhinox are taunting her. What a good day, man. What a good fucking day. No, I got him.
That's okay.
It didn't hurt as much as it looked. I do own Bulletstorm. I know people have spoken about it a lot. I don't know why Duke is in that, but I'll play it.
Well, it was made by, I think it was made by the same people.
It's a shame Duke
Or I
Nukem
think
is
they
another-
had a DLC where like you played as Duke Nukem, I guess, to advertise the next Duke Nukem game they were trying to bring back,
There's
I guess.
no
But
Duke Nukem game, bro. They can't bring back Duke Nukem. You know how many people would be mad? Like, Duke is like Johnny Bravo. It's like basically the same archetype, womanizer, you know, into a lot. Like, they can't have that. That is literally not modern audience enough. Look, I would love it. You're not gonna hear me say I don't want it, but you have to think about what these companies are gonna imagine, you know? There's a full revoice of the campaign by Duke. I mean, shit, they just should do more of that.
We did it! That was my best performance.
He threw an egg. Cerny? Is that a... Did they give Mark Cerny his own, egg name in this? Or, I know Cerny's a name, but I don't know. It seems a little, Seems a little bit on the nose. I don't know. Listen, he should get it. I've been watching this dude talk about PlayStation for the last, what, like... 10 years, 15, probably more. It's just a shame that PlayStation went the way it did, dude. I'm telling you, you move your shit to California, dude, your shit's getting fucked up. I would never move anything I love to California in a million years. I also probably wouldn't move it to New York, in fairness, so don't think I'm playing favorites. I do have that Duke Nukem, or sorry, that Bulletstorm game, by the way. You want me, I mean, I'll play it this summer if you want. Like, I have a laundry list of games I want to stream over the summer, so. That's easy. It's just, I have to play like 12 hours of Black Flag or something one day. That's gonna be very fucked up, huh? I'm gonna play Black Flag for like 10 hours for sure. Because I have to play catch up on that. Oh, there you go. Because I was telling Max the COD campaigns and everything that I never played, like, there's a lot of things I want to have on my gamer score, and there's a reason why I like gamer score more than PlayStation trophies. Even though gamer score really shouldn't ever not be a multiple of 5, and luckily mine isn't, or you know, mine is. Like I don't think they even let games do that anymore. Have like multiples of 5, not multiples of 5. When was the last time a game had a non-multiple of 5 in it? Oh, here we go. This is what I remember. And then when you hit them, they go flying. I have it twice OG on Xbox, reloaded bought for under $5. Yeah, that's me too. I have it on Xbox as well. I'm buying all my games on Xbox from now on, probably. It's just I need to play all these COD campaigns. I need to have the Summer of Black Ops for sure. Oops. And then in the Summer of Black Ops, we have to play all the Black Ops games. I went past him. It's over. He's back there. Hilarious. Yeah, there's some stuff there. It's so good that we have at least one studio that understands, like, just because no one's making Spyro games doesn't mean nobody wants them as I fall off a cliff. It's so nice to know that someone's got our back, man. Oh, you don't lose lives here? Wait, do you lose lives? I wasn't looking. Yeah, I mean, if I could play half these games on my Xbox, I will. I think, did I buy Inversion? That was another, like, again, I wish we could go back to 2012. In some ways I do, but obviously not every way, right? Like, not everything about the 2012 era was great. I mean, a lot of the franchises that were good back then are shit now, and vice versa. A lot of the franchises that are shit then are good now. Like, Resident Evil is now really good. No one would ever want to go back to Operation Raccoon City days, right? Like, that's just a fucking ancient time, when, like, the before years, when everything sucked. No one would want to do that today, seriously. Compared to the Kino we get every single year. Like, think about it. We just got Resident Evil 9, and now we're getting a remake. And then, you know, in 2020, what is it, 7? They'll announce 0, probably. And then after that, they'll probably do the big remaster of the OG Resident Evil. And, you know, say what you will about that. Like, you know, I feel a certain type of way, obviously, but, you know. And we'll just do something. I mean, after that, they're out of stuff to remaster. Like, they shouldn't remaster 5. Remastering 5 is just going to open a can of worms. I really hope they don't do it. It's just going to piss off too many people. Sorry, not a remaster, a remake. That's like asking for problems. And the last thing I want is Capcom to get stuck in some weird culture war over a 20-year-old game being remade. Allegedly, there's ticks that can fly now. Yeah, I hope you know this ends with none of us eating meat, right? I'm sure this is a very normal and natural coincidence. Listen, man, just in time for them to make you eat 3D printed meat. That hamburger you had, you're gonna be allergic to it.
Like living in Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah, basically. But instead of it being a lack of meat, they just don't want you to eat it because they want you to buy product.
You gotta make more to eat that meat.
Listen, what's the biggest way to get someone to buy your product? If they are forced to. Then you could charge whatever the fuck you want. I think the fireflies here look really weird. This is not how I would envision them. No, guys, don't worry. I'm sure it's just a weird coincidence. Just like how California can never finish counting their votes in a million years. That's also a coincidence, too. California runs their polls about as legitimately as IGN runs theirs, so... Basically like the Aberame clan. Yeah, if they just cared about money and no one could do anything to stop them.
Like how they said, oh, you know, Marcus and Dom's relationship is distant.
I had no idea Dom had a brother.
Yeah.
That, like, does he mention that in any Gears game?
Not really.
Because I definitely feel like I would have picked up on this 10, 15 years ago. You know why? Because I would have complained. I would have been like, why the fuck does this guy have a brother and it's like only brought up randomly in some stupid chapter of Gears 2? I did not know that's why they were such bros. I did not know that. I know very little about Halo lore. I know even less about Gears lore.
For example, Marcus, he used to serve in a squad under on the command of Anya's mom at one point. Marcus's father and Anya's mother actually used to serve together in the COG.
Oh my god, thank you. Yeah, you don't get hurt by the water in this. You actually have to get physically hit by the piranhas. So if you don't get hit by the piranhas, it doesn't matter. Like, so funnily enough, you could actually bypass the money bags in this level. Because you have to, as long as you don't get bitten by the piranhas, nothing happens. So like, there's a money bags gate here. You can actually apparently skip this. Where is it? They obviously didn't expect anyone to actually ever do this, but
I don't know if you ever heard of it, but there was a DLC like escape mode.
Yeah, you just skip it doing that. Now, do you still have to buy that door? What happens if you don't buy that moneybags door?
There's a DLC for Gears 5 called Hive Busters, and it's like this weird like round-based escape mode thing going through waves.
What the fuck? Wow.
And they have a campaign for it. And essentially the one of the characters in that story is Cole's daughter.
What? Oh, dude, okay.
Yeah, she's a scientist.
We need to play Gears because like now that it's relevant, I need to fucking play this shit.
Yeah, she's a scientist.
There you go, skill point. Yeah, you don't want some bug protein powder, dude? What are you, some kind of asshole?
You'll eat the bugs. You'll like the bugs.
No, the bugs will eat you, so you no longer eat the meat. There we go, got the key. Do I pay this dude? I don't want it to glitch out. It probably doesn't glitch out. It's fine. I don't really care. You get all the money back anyway. It's the intended thing to do in the level, so it's fine. What a good day. What's the weather gonna be like tomorrow, though? Like, today was sunny, but, like, I had to do... I'm kind of busy on Sundays, as these dudes know, with me being late to my own stream. So because of that, I just didn't have the time that I wanted to do the things I wanted to do, so... Yeah, I'm becoming an X-bot again, guys. My Sony days are coming to a close. If no one said it was going to be enjoyable or fun for you. Okay. Damn. Oh, I really hate this guy. You gotta hit it square on. Isn't this basically the guy that was like the main villain of Season of Flame? I'm in such pain I touched grass. That's why you never go outside, dude. You go outside, you lose. True story. No, I missed him. The only thing that they didn't also talk about at Capcom was the Resident Evil 9 DLC. That's the only thing they didn't really mention. Because I think obviously they want to drum up more hype about who Leon's married to. And they're definitely well aware that this is like some massive big fan tease. And so you see a lot of people say like, oh, well, I really hope he's not married to Ada or whatever. And I'm like, okay, well, if that's the case, then let's just rip the Band-Aid off, Capcom. Like, let's just get shit popping. Like, you know what I mean? Like, enough teasing. Let's just be done with it, you know? I think that's probably the number one thing about being a Leon fan, is they spend all these games trying to waifu them together, and now we're just gonna suddenly act like none of that happened. Like, guys, can we just be real here? It happened. They spent 20 years building this relationship. You can't just turn around and say, well, Ada's a bad person, so therefore none of this is real. It's absolutely a real fucking thing. I'm not even saying this is like, this is not me saying like, oh, I'm pro shipping. Like, no, genuinely, they have spent 20 years building this relationship. Almost every Leon appearance is followed by an Ada appearance of some kind. Like, even their whole plot line in 6 is basically like the femme fatale shit. So, you know,
Why
like,
do you do a comic of like after at Resident Evil 9, Leon comes home and like it's Ada in like one of his shirts, and she's like, "So you broke the Porsche, huh?"
Fucking shame.
He's like, "I like the Porsche."
So I heard
like,
what you did in Raccoon City. That's like my super headcanon is Ada gives him back the jacket that she recovers in separate ways. That's her anniversary gift. Yeah, but it might not be good for you, but it's easy to produce, bro. You're
like,
making
yeah,
the assumption that they're gonna sell you something that's good for you, and not
some
what's
people are
profitable
like,
for them. Those are
some
two
people
very
are like,
different
yeah,
things.
no, Harry is his wife.
Anyway. People act like Sherry isn't 40 damn near at this point in her life, and she can't make these decisions on her own. I don't not want Leon to be with Claire or whatever, because I think it's weird. I just think, you know, 20 years of official media telling me, yeah, him and Ada have a thing going on, and it's very obvious. And then people turn around, because you know, it's fucking Reddit. It's Reddit. Like, you know, like, I don't know, man. People live in different timelines on Reddit. I don't know what else to say at this point. Like, bro, like, come on. We spend 30 years seeing these two waifu together. Now we're gonna sit here and pretend like that's not true? Like, come on, man. Alright, I have to relearn this one every time, by the way.
We have the bombs here.
Because I never do this shit correctly. I think this dude goes... Oh, Lord, I'm screwed. This dude goes directly along the path. Really? What? Oh, it's such bullshit. He turns around.
Ow.
Okay, yes. He turns around. Yeah, the rocks don't come back? Okay. I might have hit this too early. I hit it too early. I shouldn't have done that. I should have waited.
Ow.
Did they change this from the original? Like, imagine being a Gears fan and seeing what they did today.
I think Gears fans needed this after 5.
Yeah, apparently that shit was so bad it fucked up the fan base. Which is giving me a lot of hope and faith for when I play it. No, what? Dude. Oh my god, I forget how... This is the hardest one. People talk about trouble with the trolley. This one is like timing incarnate. I have to relearn this shit every time I do it, man.
But if the Xbox lady is really making these moves, I think this means like these Halo remakes won't be multi-plat after Campaign Evolved, probably.
No, the truth is that they never should have been multi-plat at all, but they're idiots and they thought they would make more money by putting it on more consoles. The truth is that all these games that went multi-plat should never have gone multi-plat, and I think both Steam and Xbox are realizing now that they've lost maybe millions in profit because they put their biggest hitters on other consoles. So all the PC players no longer buy Xboxes and PlayStations, which is just flat out lost revenue at this point.
I feel like the superhero games shouldn't be console exclusives. That's just me.
Well, I mean, I don't know. It's Sony pays for it. Sony does all the shit. I mean, like, it's hard to say no, right?
Sony does a lot of bullshit, you mean?
Well, sure, but, like, they do pay for it. Like, if they pay for an exclusive for a console game, I mean, that's the whole point. They're trying to drive people to their console. Like, they're trying to justify their existence. If they didn't do it, they wouldn't be able to justify their existence. And the same people who will say, well, that would be good because then we wouldn't have to buy 5 consoles, that would be horrible because then people on PC could just do whatever they want with no oversight. And then we would hate that system too because it would be a monopoly. Remember how bad Sony's gotten? That's because they basically had a monopoly on the console wars. Look how bad Sony has become in the last several years, and everyone knows this. Like, that's why everyone fucking bitches about the same shit on Sony. Oh my god. I should have broken all the rocks first. That was a mistake. That was the big mistake. Yeah, malnutrition versus what's in the bugs. They're not the wonder suck food they were saying, so all the only protein is bunk. Well, I don't think they want you to be healthy either, bro. The food that they give you now in America isn't healthy. It's disgusting. Oh, please get over it. Oh, wow, you actually can. I don't think they want to put out healthy food, Biff. I think they want to put out poison that's easy to make. And that you have no choice but to eat. That's why when you stop eating all this bullshit, like, you just start losing weight like crazy, because you're not really supposed to be, like, as heavy as you are eating all this filth. Thank you. Great, now I have to learn this second one. This is gonna be the whole fucking stream. Is I'm gonna have to learn how to do this second one.
Gonna have to play with the Lancer Mark 1 for majority of that game, more than likely. The Retro Lancer.
This dude is such an asshole. No? Okay.
Yeah, no, some of those weapons, yeah, especially that incinerator shotgun that melts people.
It just misses
that's
like
gonna
all
be
of this.
that's gonna be like limited ammo to find. That's probably gonna be like limited ammo like in multiplayer too. That's definitely gonna be a power weapon.
Yeah, name a more iconic duo, gears and power weapons. Oh, he hits this one? No. Was he at this one? Ah, fuck. Okay, this one's actually easier. What the hell?
Ow. Yes.
Did he even hit anything all the way over here? This is like, what is even happening? Did he? I don't think he does. Which one of these was he going to hit? This one? I'm about to... No, don't troll Kingdom Hearts fans, man. Come on. Don't be an asshole to them. It's not even that big of a deal, guys. Like, they talk about what they're trying to do with Kingdom Hearts all the time. Like, I can't imagine being a Devil May Cry fan and they still add new shit to your favorite franchise. And actively talk about it all the time. Like, I mean, there is a degree of people just want their games non-stop all day, every day. And I think that is kind of whatever, you know, like... For what it's worth.
People were spamming the chat like, oh, Destiny 3, come on,
Destiny
3.
got murdered, like, in cold blood, so I understand why they're annoyed. Like, I'm not some kind of heartless asshole. Like, I totally understand why they're like, you know, hey, could we get some more of the thing we like, please? I get it. I'm not a dick. Alright, I have to put the key in the treasure chest. I am so happy that Spyro is getting a new game. Oh my god. Like, not just a remake, a brand new game that we've never experienced before. Now look, there is the monkey's paw, right? Let me forward load this, right? It could be another Metroid Prime 4. But like, I don't think Metroid Prime 4 is so bad I wish it didn't exist. I just think a lot of the problems that they made with it are baffling. Like, it definitely could have been better. Am I glad it was made? Yes. Should it have been made that way? No. So, it wasn't, like, offensively so bad, like, I can't believe it. Like, oh my god, how am I supposed to ever play Metroid again? So, that's fine by me. Monkey's Paw was on Metroid Prime 4. Metroid Prime 4 took a fucking bullet for us, seriously. Just an absolute disaster of a game from A to B. Indie horror movies are back. We got a lot of 2000s energy going on right now. No, I know. Coincidentally, it's always in the last planter you look. I believe, right? Dude, no. Oh my god, it took away my power up. Think about that. Modesty. I mean, the other thing that these companies could do is they could just drop, like, PC-ready versions of their OG games. Like, I would love a PC-ready version of Spyro 1, 2, and 3. I'd buy it again. I don't think they get it. I would buy it again. I could put my PS3 to rest, kinda, I guess. Other M is a slur. Look, there are good things that Other M does, it's just none of them are that great to justify the shit they did that was bad. Like, a game can have good things and bad things. Like, I never see games as, like, being universally shit. Like, I do not like to do that to games. I think that's unfair. So there are a lot of games where they do really good things, and there's a lot of games where they do really stupid things. And I think that understanding that a game is the sum of its parts is a huge part of it, right? So, like, there's tons of games that aren't perfect that I love, and there's tons of games that have tons of problems that I still think are fun and enjoyable. There's games that are like 10 out of 10s people would yell, that I think are overrated or not as good as games that aren't, you know, less well done.
Final Fantasy VII Remake.
No, more like Red Dead 2. I think Red Dead 2 is an
Where's
amazing
Charles
game.
Lee?
I think Red Dead 2 is an amazing game. I think that it just gets overhyped. I don't think it's better than Red Dead 1. I think the mission structure's worse. I think the story is definitely not as fun and not as fresh and original. But now, in terms of what's the more quality game, I mean, obviously it's RDR2. That entire 5th chapter of Red Dead 2 could have been cut from the game, and basically nothing gets lost. And I'm sure there's a video essay out there explaining why it's necessary. Like, yeah, I don't think it's a complete waste of time. I just think it would have been better if it didn't happen. Personally. In the same way people are totally okay with saying, like, oh, I don't like the real-world Assassin's Creed segments. Well, that's how I feel about RDR2. I mean, I feel like Rockstar games kind of get a glazed pass anyway, in total fairness.
GTA 5?
More like 6, but yeah, I don't like 5 story either. Dirge of Cerberus is okay. I just think if they were going to expand Final Fantasy VII, they needed to do it with, like, a true sequel. Not, like, side
Who's the guy with the guns? Who's the guy with the... I want to honestly play the 7 remake because his gameplay looks fun as fuck.
Well, unfortunately for you, he's only going to be in Revelations. Like, he's in Rebirth for, like, 5 minutes.
Oh, that means I have to play Crisis Core Reunion too.
Crisis Core Reunion is good. That's a straight port. Crisis Core Reunion is there's no like alternate weird timeline story mode shit in Crisis Core Reunion. That is a straight port. The only which ironically I wish that they had changed a few things. I wish that they had added like a chapter select. I feel like that was a huge mistake that they did not add a chapter select to Crisis Core Reunion. Personally. So yeah, you know, like some of the remasters that have come out are good. I mean, it's better that they exist than not, but they haven't always been like god tier, you know? Some of them are kind of meh. I love this level. It's Mists of Pandaria, dude. Narp, you like my Dodgers game? Yeah, that's fine. You know how many people are waiting to see if the Knicks win for once? When are they playing again, Max? Do you know?
I think they're playing on Monday.
So tomorrow, okay. I didn't think they were gonna play during the fucking weekend. Dude, if they win on Monday, they're one game away from, you know, just taking the dub. It's entirely possible that the Knicks might win. Like, for real.
They just have to not put so much pressure on one player because apparently this dude has been doing the work.
Well, I mean, this is his claim to fame. If he wins it for him, man, like, holy shit. Don't worry, the Spurs will clutch it out, I'm sure. I think the Pandas look better in the original version, by the way. A little bit. Okay, he just... What the hell was that?
I'm saying is... Space Marine 2, this new Gears. Proof. All you gotta do is just put in the work.
Yeah, it's almost like it's not impossible to make new games in a series. I think, see, and here's my biggest conspiracy. I think there were a lot of people, a lot of bad actors, that wrote articles about games purely to shit on them. Just so that way studios, they would sell poorly so studios wouldn't do it, or wouldn't make it anymore. And the reason
Jason
I say
Schreier.
this is, no, I don't know if Jason Schreier is guilty of it. I think Jason Schreier is guilty of sitting on information at Blizzard and other places, so that way, you know, when it's optimal for him, he could drop it. But it's
Yeah,
more
I
like
love
just-
how he shits on so-called chuds, but then it's like you kept information about a lot of the shit that was happening at Blizzard, by the way.
Yeah, I know that was totally fine because it was serving the bigger narrative he wanted to paint. Like, he knew about all that ahead of time, and he could have blown the whistle. Literally, a woman would still be alive today if that didn't occur. But, you know, it is what it is, and that's why these people are scummy. Like, everyone's working for profit, man. And I mean, like, look, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that I wouldn't, but, like, let's just be honest about it, right? Like, people are working with their own interest in mind, and that's all they really care for. I think it's okay that we can admit these things. Nintendo had to eat humble pie at the Pal World reveal? I don't think so, because Pal World already had to change their game. So no, Nintendo kind of got what they wanted. I disagree with that. Humble pie, they already basically forced Pal World to change their entire fucking game structure, so no, I disagree. Pal World had a whole bunch of stuff planned, and now they can't do it because of Nintendo. Infinite flame power.
Please help us, Spyro. Please.
Make sure to toast the Rhinox, but not my friends. Like, I'm glad Pal World is still able to do their thing. Like, they basically won every patent suit or whatever because Nintendo was... When we grant patents to really stupid shit. So, like, Nintendo should not be getting patents granted for gameplay mechanics that they feel that they alone should own,
having
but-
creatures to help you fly.
Yeah, like, well, let's not forget, Warner Brothers was granted a patent for the Nemesis system as well, which should not have happened either. So there's a lot of patents that get to go through, and they shouldn't, but they go through. And I mean, like, well, we could sit here and say they shouldn't, but they go through. So, I mean, you know, like, at the end of the day, it's kind of like, okay, well, it happened, now what? Like, is someone going to take away the patents for the dudes at WB, or what? They should. They won't. Yeah, very nice.
Please take the...
Okay, anything else? If it's just pointing me to the next area, then I'm just gonna leave anyway.
Games like Titanfall had to die because of weird bullshit from
No,
EA.
corporate greed. I mean, it's just corporate greed, bro. There's no Yeti here, and there never was. He was just a myth as far as you know. There's a lot of, like, hidden dialogue in Spyro that's in this game in particular that you just never really see a lot of. Because if you just run through the game and, like, unlock stuff, you don't get to hear... Like, Moneybags has an entire list of, like, quotes where you tell him no. He's like, oh, well, what are you saving your money for, Spyro? Another sequel? Which hits very hard, you know, in the years after. You know, it's kind of like, okay, wait a minute.
Let's head on up.
You're hurting me. You're causing me tremendous pain. Good on Capcom, though, man. Now
Amy Henning
confirm
working
Ada
on
and
an
Liana are
unknown.
married together. Do it. You know how much seething there would be, man? It would be delicious. Capcom has the
Before the
opportunity
people-
to do the funniest shit ever.
And before the people from that community get mad, why isn't Leon with Chris?
I don't know who people want him to be with. I think they just want him to be with some random chick just so that way the Ada stands don't get anything. But, like, let's be fair here. Capcom has 100% teased the fan base about this for years. Like, let's just be completely honest, guys. This isn't some random fan headcanon. They have multiple scenes in almost every game where these two are together. And in fact, Resident Evil 9, I think, is the first time Leon's in a game where there's no Ada. I guess you could argue Operation Javier. But yeah, I guess this is the first major game and not just like an extra story added to a rail shooter. After the fact, after it was announced. Because remember, in Resident Evil 4, they do not name Operation Javier in the original. Okay, let's do time attack. Operation Javier. I also don't like this retconning or whatever, where it's like, oh, I was asked to join the government, but it wasn't exactly on great terms. Like, I don't know, it feels completely different and at odds with his characterization from Resident Evil 4, the original. That's one of the things I don't like about Resident Evil 4 Remake, is I don't like how modern, grim, and gritty it is. I kind of like that Resident Evil 4 has just a perfect amount of cheese, you know? Resident Evil 4 Classic has just the right amount of 2000s cheese and jank. And it thrills me that that game exists the way it does. That was like one of the first games I watched on YouTube back in the day. Okay. Alright, now I have to race these assholes. Gavin. Race the biplanes. I'll use the red dots. Okay.
Oh, I killed you.
I didn't hit it. Oh.
Stabbed you multiple times with my knife. Put you in the fucking ground.
That's like my favorite Leon quote. Oh, what a fucking shame.
Somebody made a thing where he was like, I think I told you about this, where apparently he was fighting Cell, and Cell tries to hit him with a Kamehameha wave, and you know what freaking Leon does? He parries it with his fucking axe. And Cell's like, what? You can't do that. What the hell? And then he beats Cell, and then Leon's just like, I guess perfection has its flaws.
People have definitely watched way too much DBZ Abridged, but yes. For anyone wondering, we'll continue this on another stream at some point, right? We're not gonna marathon this. I just had to do it today because it was a Spyro day. And you only get a Spyro day maybe once in some of y'all's lifetimes. Twice in some of y'all's lifetimes, so... Obviously I was gonna... Oh, wait. What? What the hell did I do? Rocket Racer? Fire 5 missiles in one race. Oh god, look how far ahead first place is. Oh my lord. Okay, well he wasn't that far away, spoiler alert. Is he passively faster than you? Man, I sure hope not. Oh, great. Oh, I hear that swine.
What's
Dude.
the verdict, Cat?
This dude really came out of nowhere, dude. Oh my lord. Fuck. Shem. Okay, we need to do time attack. We need to go talk to Hunter now. What time is it? I mean, we'll end early. It's not a huge deal.
Spyro! You're not gonna. I'm gonna strap on my.
Oh no!
Space cows. Look out, cows.
Why is this here?
Yeehaw!
I just activate the button and it just shows up.
Like, look at this. Like, every single challenge is basically like another character challenge. That's what I mean, man. You gotta respect this game for a lot, man. Like, I believed them when they said, like, they were kind of, like, trying to figure out what to even do with Spyro next. But, like, man...
Why does this hell brute want my booty so much? What the fuck?
He's a booty warrior. I'm looking for man's butt, Chris Hansen.
Yeah, you would not want a hell brute touching you.
I like you, and I want you. Can I shoot this fucking guy? Thank you.
No, what kills me is that, like, during the Gear showcase, they said we actually were able to
Yeah,
catch
they got the actual make and model of the original Lancer chainsaw. Like, bro, homework much?
This Cliff was Blazinski outside just at home one day. Somebody's using a chainsaw.
Like, wait, do that
Wait,
again.
what? Wait, let me get a microphone. Hey, hang on.
Yeah, he's playing Space Marine 2, but he's talking about, like, Gears of War. They found the actual make and model of the original Gears chainsaw. You know, because they're trying to be faithful in their remake.
So wait. While you're doing this chainsaw, I need you to give out this yell like you're straining while you're cutting through something. Like, ah. I can wait until October. I was disappointed at first, but I get it.
Bro, October is not that far away. If your game is coming out before the end of 2026 and it got announced today, you are not waiting that long. Like, this is what a game's release should be. They should be showing you games that are coming out in the next year tops. Instead, we allow game shows, you know, like the VGAs or whatever, to be like, yeah, this game is being made 5 fucking years from now. Like, you might be dead in 5 years, dude. You might get diagnosed with something awful in 5 years. They're talking about 5 fucking years from now, you might get to play fucking Eclipse or Exodus or whatever it's called. Like, dude, you could genuinely be fucking dead by then.
I want the health.
Defeat Spike,
Okay.
Spider Town. Okay, we have all the other achievements. Okay, we're good. Haunted Tomb, Dino Mines, and then that's it. Yeah, this Spyro 3 has pretty relatively easy achievements, guys. Like, Spyro 1 is kind of, I think, straightforward as well. I forget what the Spyro 1 achievements were. Remember I did that last year for anyone who was here? I did a Spyro 1 playthrough where I did all the achievements. Yeah, I remember E3. I love E3.
Idiotic, worthless fool! I asked you to carry out one simple task and you fail me. I should have known better than to rely on a child. But don't worry about it. I'll deal with them now.
These eggs can't be worth all this trouble.
Without the dragons, the magic in this world will wither away. Without magic, I'll die. And so will your ever-slim chance of becoming a sorceress. Now, watch how a real sorceress dispatches her enemies.
Release me from this cage, you merciless miscreants!
How would you like some dragon for lunch?
Oh, no, I don't. Ah!
Why, if I had my club...
Them showing off the new Crazy Taxi.
Spike was blue in the original. Am I bugging? Why did they make him orange in this? Am I crazy, right? Spike was blue in the original, correct? Wasn't he? Am I losing my mind? No, he wasn't. I'm fucking wrong. Okay, never mind.
So I flew in to help out.
Who was that? Who am I thinking of that's blue that looks like this? Not Crush.
But I can assist you by dropping ammunition.
Oh,
Now
thanks.
Get in there and fight the good fight.
Fight a good fight. Ow. Oh, you have to charge it? Okay. Oh, great. Dude, oh. Dude, this guy is so aggressive. This is the hardest fight in the trilogy, for sure. Like, Gulp might be a close second, but this dude is hard. Only one? Oh, you only have one usage of it? I fucked up. Oh my god. Oh, thank you. Dude! Yo, could you not release it right next to him, please? Like, help me! Oops. Like, whose side are you on, man? Oh, okay, you can only hit once. I feel like this is easier than the PS1 version. That's the one I remember. I remember being able to shoot this. Yeah, I've done this fight more on the PS1 version for sure. There you go. Anyway. Buzz is better on the original. This is better on this version. He's way easier.
Oh yeah, the Toy Story games remastered.
Oh yeah, that's like a crazy remaster if you're really into that. Why do I remember him being blue? You know what it is? The arena used to be more at night and blue. That's what it is. Spike is the only boss that is not killed by falling in lava. Also, by the way. The cutscene Spike is born is missing on the original NTSC version of the game. Really? Do I have the original NTSC version of Spyro 3?
I'm the man, I'm the man, I'm the man.
And if she catches you, believe me, you don't want to know what she's going
Maybe
to
this
do.
isn't the original version. Yeah, for anyone who's wondering, I have my original Spyro 3 right here.
Just take Hunter and
Crash
go back
Bash,
home
available November 2000.
before-
Dude, I love
can't
this.
say it. Just go.
For hints and tips, you could call a number for Sony. They used to charge per minute, if you could believe it. It's right here on the actual disc. Oh, man. Yeah, this is the game I was saying when we went to Costco that one time. I remember getting this game right at Costco, dude. It's so cool.
What do you mean you
Spyro.
don't agree with me?
What is it? What do you want?
Do you
man?
know who you're
Are you
dealing
okay? Are you
with?
high again? Have you been hitting the wacky tobacco, bro?
The wacky tobacco. Anyway.
Also, I think they changed the music of Evening Lake as well, right? I don't think this is the original music. They also changed the music for Lost Fleet. Apparently, they had different versions of it on some version of Lost Fleet. Again, this is all like Eldritch Spyro knowledge. You have to, you know, play the third game in the trilogy, which most people do, I guess. But they did do some minor amount of music change, because I think there's different versions of the music for, Oh, wait, hold on. What is that? Sparks? Okay, that's the Sparks level. Where is, Bentley? Midnight Mountain definitely has some of the best homeworld music, for sure. I think Midnight Mountain is my favorite. But the problem with Midnight Mountain is, like... It's the last one, you know? Like, I don't know, man. It's like a childhood's end. You're never gonna feel happy watching and knowing your childhood is at its end, you know? How could you?
Childhood gone.
In the belly of the whale, that's intentional.
Tell me what you love the most.
I really am not looking forward to Revelations.
Well, you're not looking forward to piloting the freaking airship they
No,
use?
I just think that the game should have just been one full game, man.
Well, they had to do something for their long-term marketing.
No, they didn't. They have milked 7 to death. Why not make a true sequel to some of these Final Fantasies? Like, why is it that only 4 and 10 and 13 have true sequels? Not counting 14, obviously, as an MMO. It will always have more sequels until the day they shut it down. Like, they will, like, what? How could they not? And 14 is basically guaranteed to have sequels for the rest of eternity because they literally need it to stay afloat. Like, this is not the old days. Like, if they did not have Final Fantasy 14, Square Enix would just be bankrupt at this point, guys. That's 60% of their revenue. Gone. Which is bad, by the way, that so much of their revenue is tied up in one game. Even though it's a game I like and I play a shit ton, I think that that's bad for obvious fucking reasons. Your entire revenue should not be dependent on whether or not an MMO continues to thrive. But we all know that's not how it works. A small cost to bear. Do we have to... Okay, no one's probably going to know this, but does anyone know if I have to do Bentley's Outpost first before I could go back to other stuff? What did I do at the start of this stream? I think I have to do Bentley's Outpost.
Regret that too.
Okay.
I will gladly help you on your quest, Spyro.
Yeah, I guess when he says this, I guess he kind of has to. Yeah, they gave Bentley this weird over-the-shoulder camera. He does not have a typical... He does not have a typical camera in his levels. You're not jumping at that? No. Yeah, I do miss E3. I miss the summers of E3 where we would sit around the lunchroom table and we would all like try to catch as much as we could in between classes. That was fun. And like everyone would try to like see what the new games coming out were or whatever. But E3's downfall started a long time prior to it ending. You know, there were E3s where these dudes would just sit around and talk about fucking motion controls all day. E3 2011 is, like, iconically just this shit show in my head. Because basically, like, every game was, like, some kind of party, you know, normie fest game where they're just sitting around, like, Just Dance or whatever. And look, that's fine.
We have the VGAs.
That was the whole E3. Well, now the VGAs are bad for nothing. Look, I love Jeff Keighley. I definitely don't doubt his love of the medium, but man, sometimes the VGAs are like, what the fuck is happening, dude?
Spotted Xbox 360 controller. I'm like, alright,
No, like, that's fine. But, like, look, man, like, their awards are just a fucking joke. Like, I'm sorry, like, half of those award shows are just fucking jokes. That Last of Us day was just insane. That was burned in my brain as like fucking garbage. And then people will come in and try to tell me, well, actually, a lot of people seem to like it. They like it so much. Apparently, the 3rd season got canceled, by the way, because The Last of Us is a dead franchise, guys. They killed it with Last of Us 2. They know that none of the people who cared about it will show up meaningfully enough for Last of Us 3. There's nothing they could do to fix it. The series died with Joel. That's it. That's the end. And they're aware of this, which is why there's no Last of Us 3 the game, and there's no Last of Us TV show season. They had the same reaction to the on the TV show that they did for the fucking video game, which was complete disgust. Imagine a bunch of normies who've never heard of any of this drama coming to the same conclusion as the chuds that bitched about it 5 years prior. Like, come on, man. But I don't doubt, listen, Jeff Keighley's good, man, but he just, no more of this, like, Sony pays for non-stop Last of Us awards, dude. Fuck off. That was just stupid. And then they want to tell you about, you know, having more diversity and modern audiences and all this other bullshit. Ghost of Tsushima was right there that year. Yeah, they killed it so hard. This was one of Sony's freshest IPs. People in 2013 was like, oh my god, Naughty Dog used to make silly party games. Now they fucking delivered. And today you can't, it's like Game of Thrones. You can't even find someone who actually likes it anymore.
Oh, my favorite. Oh, whenever I hear about Splinter Cell, oh, the remake's gonna be a game made for modern audiences.
Yeah, for modern audiences is like a 3-word horror phrase for your favorite show getting destroyed.
Okay,
and like,
what happened to Big Bang Theory?
Yeah, it's like, oh, well, we have a show that's centric around men. Okay, well, it can't be, so we have to change it. And that's why I was trying to tell one of my friends, I was like, it's not that they do it because they don't think they'll make money, it's because their ideology prevents them from not doing it. And it's just going to be that way for everything. And like Sony moving to California is the biggest issue that they had, which is why Microsoft gets to announce the new Spyro game. You ever think about how fucked that is on a certain level? That Activision is now owned by Microsoft and Sony can't even get these dudes to show up at their own show when they could have held on to Spyro for sure and they sold it. You ever think how fucking stupid that is? Because it is.
Thanks, bro.
Oh, he gave me no. He just, I don't even know, man. Bentley and Sheila, it just looks so weird when you can't fly. Yeah, the same issues they had with the game is the same issues they had with the TV show. But it was Game of the Year, guys. It was so Game of the Year they canceled the multiplayer, and they basically don't even talk about it anymore. Like, I'm not even trying to be petty. It's just like complete propaganda and denial. You ever hear anything about Ghost of Yote? The only thing you hear is that they canceled the fucking multiplayer. Dude, Ghost of Tsushima came out. Everyone loved it. That was like a beloved fucking game, man. Everyone thought that shit was cool as fuck.
The Kurosawa film grain style, the open world.
So never underestimate how easily they want to kill some of your franchises, man. People seem to think that that's not a thing that can happen to your franchise. You are never more than one game away from your franchise getting butchered. And I'm well aware this could apply to Spyro. I'm well aware. Hanging off a ledge for 15-minute real time, yeah, it's ridiculous. Splinter Cell can be a little bit too much sometimes, but it was. I prefer Splinter Cell to fucking Metal Gear, if I'm being honest. Maybe not story-wise, but gameplay-wise, Splinter Cell is like pure gameplay.
Yeah, Splinter Cell is a bit more grounded.
Yeah, whereas Metal Gear is like just weird shit.
Like Vamp.
Like, people just flat out have magic powers in fucking Metal Gear. Can we just be honest? Like, dudes just have magic powers. And I love it. Don't get me wrong. I love Metal Gear. I think it's awesome. But, like, you know, they try to dismiss it with, like, nanomachines and whatever, and parasites or whatever. Like, dude, let's just be honest. It's magic, right? Like, it's just, these dudes have weird powers, and it makes for cool moments and cool boss fights. But it's not grounded, right? Like, we're not doing a ton. That said, I would be lying if I told you that this dude showing up in Rainbow Six wasn't fucking cool. You know, especially after that one Ghost Recon cutscene where Sam shows up and he's like, that guy's gone. Seeing this guy immortalized at his peak in Rainbow Six is so fucking cool, and I love that. Like, I
being like
personally
him
love it,
being
man.
like having this good friendship with Sam Fisher too.
Yeah, like these two icons of a niche genre being like on good terms is so wholesome to me for some reason. I can't wrap my head around it fully. It's like, oh my god, it's so awesome. This is like when Mario and Sora shook hands, but way more appropriate, you know? I don't know, it just makes me so happy to know that these two fictional characters have this crazy brotherhood. And they've never met, they've never had a crossover, they're just in the same niche genre that like no one else is in anymore, because everyone else that was in this genre is dead, because I hate to say it, stealth games are a niche genre, and I fucking hate it. But it is true. Yeah, when you got in the groove, it was really good. Yeah, when you're playing Splinter Cell, it's fun as fuck, dude. But it's definitely
Fiction
a series you
was
have to
definitely
marathon.
fun.
Chaos Theory is obviously the one everyone likes. I kind of like Pandora Tomorrow.
Apparently Double Agent was a good one too.
Yeah, I've been planning, so kind of a behind-the-scenes moment. I've been planning a Splinter Cell marathon since 2013. Now, obviously, planning is just me buying the fucking games. Like, don't get too happy, right? But, like, you know, Sony had those whole, you know, those collections where you could, like, get all the collections and everything. And so I've had one of those just, like, laying around. I've had those forever. Tomb Raider, all these other games and shit. Oh my god. Okay. Siphon filter. Yeah, it's a shame, Deus Ex. I mean, I saw that Elias Torfexis was, you know, saying like, well, why do people cheer when games fail? And I agree with him. But I think what it is like people want to be told that they were right. And if the companies won't admit it, then they're going to say it. I think that's the biggest problem. Like, I genuinely do think like 80% of the time, the customer is right 100% of the time. I think there can be nuance sometimes. Like, not everything people want is correct. Heaven knows I fucking see dumbasses every day on the games I play. But, you know, like, the vast majority of the time, people are pretty much right on the fucking money. Especially if they want to buy something, like, just let them buy it. Like, let's not even talk about skill on a game. You know, let's just talk about people buying a product. I think this mass need to appeal to everybody under the sun was one of the worst things that happened to video gaming, and we should have gatekept shit harder. But that was the problem, is that people were nice, man. A bunch of people tell you that they want to get into something, you're not going to be like, oh, fuck you, I don't trust you. You're going to be like, no, okay, I want you to get into my thing so we could talk about it. And instead, all we got was like 20 years of fucking bullshit because of it.
Kind of like what happened with anime.
Anime, gaming, you name it, all of it.
Oh, nowadays it's just, I watch anime. I watch Attack on Titan. I watch, what is My Hero.
That's fine. I'm not torn up about that. What I'm more torn up about is like people being like, oh, well, this thing's problematic. Like, the whole Stellar Blade conversation is so just fucked up for no reason, man.
Asmongold is just being like, Asmongold is just being told like he's just having these L takes right now. I don't know
why I feel like Asmon should have fucking backed off of that. I disagree with that. Especially when you can see pictures of, like, there's plenty of girls that look fucking like they could be 20 and they'll look like fucking 13, because there's 13-year-olds that look 20. When I was 14, I got confused for a college student because I was already at my max height when I was like 14 and 15. I remember some Asian chick in my college high school was like, oh, we're having like a study or something or whatever. I forget what she said specifically, but she was like, oh, we're having like a study, you want to come join? I was like, I'm not a college student. She was not hitting on me, by the way. I remember this distinctly. We should have gate kept shit, man. That was a mistake. Some Biflor Siphon Filter was my first and only PS1 stealth game. Not counting the MGS demo on that one disc. Yeah. What the fuck did the
Time I
Roach King
played
do now?
Siphon Filter.
He is dying on the hill of the new Stellar Blade character is like lolly-coded or whatever. When people just don't understand that there's a lot of people out there, bro, and they hit their growth spurt at 14, they look like they're 20. And then some people, it's the opposite. It's like Maisie Williams, Ariel Winter. These are all grown-ass adults that just look... I think it's called Peter Pan syndrome. They just look eternally young, forever. I don't know about Ariel Winters, but I know Maisie Williams had that one very controversial sex scene in Game of Thrones. And there was nothing obviously illegal about it. She was fucking over the age of 18. It was just weird because she'd been on that show since she was 10. And I think that was what made it weird for a lot of people. But, like, inherently that, I mean, whatever, that's her choice. They can't force her to do it. But yeah, people are really wanting to die on the hill of this new Stellar Blade character. And me, I don't really give a fuck. But now, the funny part is that they're saying, well, at least Eve was, like, an adult. So now they're like, Eve was an example of good female design. It's like, it's just, whatever's the new thing, man. It's just so fucking funny, dude. But yeah, this is a really dumb fucking hill to die on. It's not even worth it. Like, even just from an optics perspective. Like, even I feel like if he believed it, and I'm not saying that he should just say things that make him money. Right, because then that would be fake and that would be wrong. But, like, on some level, even if it's just, like, whatever, it should just be, I just disagree, guys. Or, okay, I guess I see what you're saying. Stellar Blade and all these other games just becoming hotbeds for controversy when I think Stellar Blade is one of the most, like, slightly above average near knockoffs is just so stupid. Like, Stellar Blade's whole existence is controversy because people just can't handle the fucking main character being attractive. It's really dumb. This shouldn't even be like a controversy, guys. Like, this should be a non-issue. But, you know, having anything that caters to men is so fucking taboo in 2026. It's just
like, they'll say, I'm just sitting here like, why does it bother you so much?
like,
because it sets unrealistic beauty standards, and my thing is just, so don't play it.
You feel intimidated by a fictional character? Like, I don't even know.
It makes it hard. Like, do you know, like, this kind of sets the precedent, like, you know, men only want women like this. It's like, is there an issue?
Bro. Like, we don't, none of this shit even
it's like, I can't, like, you know how hard it is for me to find a date? I think you need to look inward on yourself.
Entirely than a fictional video game. I don't want to put words in people's mouths.
Well, no, of course not.
Any controversy over this is just really fucking dumb, dude.
It's stupid because it's like, yeah.
I was like, there's no way a fucking AAA studio is going to fucking make pedophile bait for their major next game, bro. Like, that's not happening.
I look at this and I'm like, so Kazan the first Berserker, the man barely wears a shirt most of the time. I don't hear any complaints about that.
Let's not play this game of, oh, females are depicted, you know, weirdly or whatever in games. Because we could sit here and run that game.
Men are degenerate gooners.
Yeah, like
men are degenerate gooners because it's. Meanwhile, I'm just like, weren't most of y'all saying y'all wanted to be in Khaleesi's position when Khal Drogo did that?
Fuck that. Even simpler, all the Leon Kennedy nude mods that exist.
Bro. Oh yes.
Just keep your life simple. That was totally fine. They wrote articles about it. It was totally cool. They had. I don't know what the hell I'm supposed to do with that. The
moment they had the Grace mods. They had Grace dressed up as Lady Demetrescu.
And people were like, oh, wow, I can't believe we have mods for this. This is so awful. And I'm like, how could this be any worse than anything else that's come out, man? Like, it doesn't even make sense. Like, y'all not even pretending to be fucking fair, dude. I feel very uncomfortable when there's nude female mods, but nude male mods with penis physics, that's totally okay. I hate the fucking shit in this version. That's okay, guys. Like, it doesn't even make sense, man. This guy caught him lacking this time. Alright, that's everything.
Dead or Alive is objectifying women. It's
So, like, the dumbest
you know
thing is, like, Stellar Blade shouldn't even... Look, Stellar Blade is mid, man. Like, it's just a near derivative. Like, it shouldn't even get this much fucking attention. Like, seriously, it just shouldn't.
Well, Stellar Blade and Nier are so, like, Gooner bait, don't play it.
Yeah, like, it's just... We need to be more gatekeepy as a... Just in
If
general.
you're having an actual physical health condition where the existence of this game is bothering you, I think you need to go get yourself checked out.
It's just really fucking weird that, like, you can never, ever, ever have anything that appeals to men.
No.
The first time it happens, it's immediately an existential threat to society. But if it was something female-centric, it's totally fine. It's just stupid. You know, you already know what
Because
time
then
it
you
is.
got that
But
subreddit, what is it? r/girl dinner dates or something like that,
God,
where they talk about men, and it's just like, so if a group of men made a board like this, this would not be
No,
allowed.
it would be quarantined and destroyed by Reddit. But you already know this, bro. That shit is so dumb. I don't remember the club guy is playable. Do you remember the boxing segment that he has? That's the most memorable thing that Bentley has, because it's insanely difficult. Funnily enough, it's also one of the few times you have two-player mode in a Spyro game. Because you could have two-player mode in it. It's enabled. If you plug in a second controller, it's almost like an Easter egg. You could have Bentley box. And it's like, people love that. It's really cool, actually. I do agree. Alright, let's try to clean up a little bit. We're basically one really long stream or 2 streams away from completing the game, guys. Because once we unlock Agent 9, we are pretty much good to go. We're set. I think they gave the whale pants in this version. What? I didn't want to be eaten. What? I went in his asshole! What? No one saw that. Guys, I think my game is super bugged. What is happening? How do I bug? This is the buggiest version of this game. Dude, it's not freeing me from him, so it's not playing the cutscene right, and then I'm just getting sucked back in. I'm eternally being eaten by the whale. I like how there's a lamp inside of him. That's kind of funny. Yeah, there's no escape from this. I entered him at a glitchy angle and it can't spit me out correctly. I actually have to quit the game. Okay. Good thing Narg isn't here. This is like the ultimate vor fetish. I can't get out. Why did this have to happen on the day Spyro came out or gets announced? This is just vor. You know, the Spyro code still works in the Crash 3 remake. I don't know what the Spyro code is. Yeah, we're pretty much cooked, by the way, guys. I'm going to end the stream here in a minute. This is really stupid. No, you can't go out the other end. That's it. There's no other end. It was a glitch. I got eaten by him in reverse, and it doesn't move him around the arena while you're inside of him. So the only thing for me to do is to quit the game, because I can't even get control back fast enough. Because by the time the camera moves, it's already swallowing me, so I have to quit the game here. I cannot. I mean, like, yeah, it was a fast fix. It's just like I've never seen it happen. I played all the other versions of this game. This version of the game, the Reignited. Oh my fucking lord, dude. That's what I get what I fucking deserve. What, you don't like Vorvif? What are you talking about? Vor is a fetish for intellectuals.
Okay, no, we're not doing that. No, sorry, we're not bringing that back. I'm sorry.
Oh my god, that's so
It's been a decade. We're not bringing that back. I'm sorry.
What do you mean?
We're not bringing that back.
You wouldn't let someone...
No, we're not bringing that back. I'm sorry. We're not bringing back. It's a fetish for intellectuals. I'm sorry.
Are you just not an intellectual? Is your IQ
I
not...
refuse.
What?
We are not bringing back that memeing justification. We're not bringing that back.
Well, why else would Spyro show this to me? This is like being introduced to cuckolding via Star Fox.
And we are not doing that.
Oh my lord, dude. Crash 3 had a demo for Year of the Dragon. The remaster is the trailer for this game? Are you serious? How did people not know this? I don't know, maybe that's true. I mean, if you're saying it definitely, I don't doubt that you're lying. So why was it ever in doubt that they were going to make a remaster of Spyro then? Like, I'm not, like, obviously I didn't know, but why didn't anyone talk about it? What else is left? Let's see, down. Ted. You know, I was reminded about How I Met Your Mother today, against my consent, as usual. You want to talk about shows shitting the bed. I mean, what shit the bed harder, do you think? How I Met Your Mother, or Game of Thrones, or The Boys? Like, if we had to tier chart it, right, or tier list it, right? What shit the bed harder? Oh, he's thinking, or didn't hear me. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I think I have to give it to Game of Thrones. I think nothing beats Game of Thrones. I think The Boys ending might be shitty, but it's at least semi-believable. I think How I Met Your Mother is just a bad example of this. I think it goes Game of Thrones, The Boys, How I Met Your Mother, 100%. How I Met Your Mother is definitely not the worst. It's probably the most forgivable. Everything else is kind of meh. I don't know, so... I'm invincible. Okay. Alright. We are up to Evening Lake. What is that, 60%? Almost, yeah, 55. Well, tomorrow we're going to play more Black Flag. So we're done with Spyro for now, which is good. What are we at for gamer score at this point? 2,530. What's my total? How do you even see your total? 89,300. Yeah, we're gonna have to play way more. Yeah, Game of Thrones' ending wasn't even like funny. It didn't even try to be funny. It was just depressing because you knew they just wanted to be done with it, so they never had to write anything more for it. All right, I want to thank everyone who showed up on this wonderful day. Thanks, Jonathan Huynh on Twitch. Thanks, Viv. Thanks, Narg. Thanks, Warlord. Thanks, Ash. Thanks, Francisco. Much appreciated, everybody. I hope you all have a wonderful day. This is literally a day in my life that I got to experience as an organic human experiencing life. I'm out of here. Max, shout out.
Yep.
Anything else? The Starbucks cup was better writing. Yeah, of course. It's just full of apathy. Like, The Boys was written with fucking political shit in mind. Game of Thrones was just
Kripke ruined it. Kripke ruined
Game of Thrones was just worse, yeah. Game of Thrones was just, we didn't care and we just wanted to wrap this shit up. We didn't want to do it for another 10 years or whatever. So.
And then we got fired. Then we couldn't work on that Star Wars project we were going to work on.
Yeah, then we didn't get anything anyway, so whatever. We wanted to leave Game of Thrones to work on other projects, but then we didn't get the other projects because Game of Thrones was dealt with so poorly, so. Alright, I'll see you all. Have a good one.